Hey guys, welcome yet again to another Lumia Legacy Sweep. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a Weaselin, or what is it called? Weaselin Sweep. I hope I pronounced the name, but yeah, we're currently back once again. Hey guys, are good girls? What you guys are doing? Disclaimer: if you guys hear something in the background, currently there's a little bit of a party going on, so if that interrupts anyone, please disclaim me. That is not my problem, but that's just how they are. So for this one, we're gonna be doing a Weaselin sweep. So for this, it's gonna be a really spicy one because this is gonna be the most difficult sweep you're gonna probably enter when it comes to Lumia Legacy, for one of them at least. Probably top 10, the most difficult one, but at least, well, except for the baby Lumias, they don't really count, okay? But besides that, that is going to be it. So let's look at this one. So we got a Weaselin here, which is a completely a typeless one. It is a very unique one with a really strange setup of its base stats. So this one has a really strange setup. So we got a 150 energy, which is a thumping good one. Actually, we'll use this one actually right here, so you can see clearly. With 150 on the energy, which is crazy great. But the other stats is just really awful, kind of. Well, not exactly. I mean, it has the speed is averaging 90, so it's not actually all okay. But the other stats is just really like, it's not even that good. So, and unless they can raise the base stats, and like they're gonna have to raise the stats on this thing. Like, this Lumion is not meant to be a sweeper, because as you all know, Weaselin is by far one of the Lumias that is notoriously be a supporter. So for this one, we obviously gonna make a sweep out of it. So the best way we can use is its melee attack, or melee attack. So looking at its melee attacks and moveset and stuff, I actually looked it up, and currently there were no interesting move pool that were really interesting. So for this one, we're gonna be trying to use the move I Will. For this one, most people never expect to use this move as often, but I'll be using this part of the sweep. Now, what I Will does, it's like Facade in Pokemon, which is basically if you're afflicted by a status condition, it will basically double when you're afflicted by a special effect. So that's what we're going to be trying to use of this one. Now, I will give you more fully detail of the supporter, the full supporter and team, and obviously the moveset of this Lumion at the end of the battle. So you guys are just going to have to watch the whole thing through, because this one is going to be a really doozy one. So I hope you enjoy this one. Now let's jump into the very first battle here, and this one we're going to be a pretty strange start, but let's go with it. So we got a first battle against, well, I don't know who that is. Okay, I know who it is. It's Platinum, yeah. So I have no idea what that is, really, the next round of, but we got a battle against them. So now this is going to be a very interesting, because first of all, not only have to cover the screen, but also have to figure out a good strategy. Now for this one, I had to try use a combination move in order to get this one, because this strategy will rely on a little bit of a luck and a little bit of a supporter. So we got an Obstacle Dragoon against my Geklo. All I'm going to do is pretty much tase the opponent and pretty much paralyze them. So I thought, well, that's pretty good, because I already got paralyzed on turn 1. Obviously, that's great. So then I was like, well, I obviously know this is going to probably use Braze and all, because Braze, is that the move? Yeah, Braze. So I just did it for a lull static shocks for no reason, and then they're going to use Drudge, which is like, oh no, not again. Because like we already explained what Drudge is. So I've actually done a Terracent sweep, which, by the way, if you're gonna go check it out, which is amazingly like good, because it's already reached to my second highest popularity video so far, and by far highest likes and the highest high score, basically you could say, in the most views. So in like literally 4 days, it's been already 4 days, and I already got like over 1,000 viewers already. Impressive. So we got in my important here, who's gonna be just setting up it's gonna go for a memento, or I'm sorry, in this case you can say tribute, which is pretty much memento in this game. And all I'm gonna do is pretty much go for that one, and then I'm gonna go to my Trioshiban, or not Taushi, my Taushi, and all I'm gonna do is pretty much go for a couple bulk ups, and then that is pretty much all I'm gonna do for this one. So there's no really much to explain at this point. All I'm gonna do is go for a couple bulk ups, and then I'm gonna see if if we can get this sweep or not. Hopefully we can get it now, but it's only relying on a little bit of luck. So I hope you guys and girls are going to enjoy this one. So we got a couple of bulk ups already off the field, and now, people, it's time to Weaselin sweep it. Yes. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the first battle there. So basically, we got a really unlucky start there with this amazingly totally not misclicked scapegoat there. So let's just forget that first battle ever happened in your life, and let's just jump into the second battle here. So let's jump into the actual sweep here, and I hope you enjoyed this one. So, well, let's just expect that first battle never happened. We pretty much just got what happened? They forfeited. That's what happened. So they pretty much forfeited, and that is where we can just drop off. So I hope you enjoyed the first. It is a little bit annoying how that happened, but you know what? It is what it is. So let's jump into the second battle here, and let's see if we can actually get this one. So we got a battle against, who was it? I already forgot who it is. It is Kellum, which is going to be a really sussy player here. So it's going to be a little bit of a doozy. So you got against him, and we got a Vespa2 leading out on the first Lumion. So I was like, okay, that's a little bit strange, but you know, it's okay. I mean, it's something at least. So I'm gonna go for the just gonna go for the, what was it, the Tase. I'm sorry, there we go. So yeah, we're gonna go for the Tase, and I'm pretty much gonna paralyze the Vespa2. Sorry, I'm misskipping already. So we got a Vespa2, and now I'm gonna go for the Light Dash, which by misclicked a little bit funny enough, which I actually just noticed. It was 4 times weak against Vespa2. Or super, I'm sorry. It was 4 times strong against Vespa2, and I got a crit. So that actually got me a little bit worried, because like I was like, oh no, already a fail there, but nope, it didn't happen. So now I'm gonna go for my important, and this is gonna just go for the tribute, and the opponent's gonna go for the dodge, which weird enough, it actually you can actually tribute on a dodge Lumion. So eventually that's just gonna ignore it, and I got a free turn of setup. So all I'm going to do now is go to Taushino, and just going to go for a couple bulk ups, and then I'm going to pass those bulk ups into it. Now, disclaimer, this is the only way you can sweep with this thing, because literally I looked at the move pool, it does not a single supported move that can help it using its attacks. Like, it didn't learn bulk up, it doesn't learn power force, it doesn't even learn like peace of mind, magnify, or any of the moves. It's just literally just have only supported moves, only a few melee, a few typeless moves, and that's it. Sort of, that's kind of like happened. So basically it was just kind of frail. So also I'm just make sure audio was on, so I'm still gonna include that in. So basically this battle we're just gonna go for the another couple bulk ups, and then we're gonna go for the bequeath and pretty much swap it in. So I used my final bulk up, and I thought this might be a great opportunity now, because the opponent's probably gonna have to go for a rest at this point. So I got the opportunity now to finally go ahead and use bequeath. And now, people, this is going to be it. So I hope you enjoyed this amazing sweep here. Let's hope for this one, this is not going to include some salt or absolutely anything other than those. So we got a paralyze on the Vesper, which was perfect. And now it's the Weasel time. Well, there you have it, people. Hope you enjoyed the Weaselin sweep there. So, as I said, this is by far really, Mike, one of those Lumias that you're never gonna see a sweep, probably ever for a while. So, let me tell you this, this difficult sweep here. So, first of all, Weaselin is by far the most understandably the most difficult one to handle like a sweep. Like the way the way they designed this Lumia, first of all, is okay, cool. But the moveset and the stats was so like unreasonably terrible to combine with, so I had to go for something that matches pretty okay. So for this strategy, we was running obviously this one, a more obviously male attacking one, because obviously it has more male attack and only has one. For this one, we got a brawny, robust, very clumsy set with the item Volcanic Ash. Now you're probably wondering, well, why didn't I just run like Health Amulet? Because Volcanic Ash is pretty bad. I mean, wouldn't that burn you? Well, that's the move. What's the item we're gonna run to this one? So for this one, we got a I will slap down Tribute and Scapegoat set. So you probably first of all wondering, wait, why would I run Tribute? Question me, I don't know. I actually just have this one in case I want to run a Weaselin just a supporter as for another sweep some point in the future. I don't know, but that's not the part of the we don't want to run anyways. So for this one, we got a an I will slap down and a Scapegoat set. The fourth move doesn't really matter what you run. You can pretty much run like dodge instead of tribute. Actually, it's pretty bad anyways. So for this one, we got a I will strategy for this one because that was the main move we were gonna run in this one, and by far the only most strongest Titleist move it actually gets, because well technically it does like learn like slash and gets like high roll crits and stuff, but realistically, I mean, even if it does get a crit, it has a chance, so it's not always. So for this one, we had to try something creativity. So I had to run this one with a bunch of bulk ups set, which probably you're thinking, well, that's gonna help, but why not just run like bulk up slash and stuff? Well, that could work, but that's not enough to at least KO something that is part like, I don't know, metal or I don't know, ice. Yeah, it's not gonna help. So yeah, I had to run something a little more stronger than that. So that's why I found I Will, which is kind of a good purpose for this one. So what is basically again, if I have to explain again, if you don't pay attention, this move will double base power if your status, like for example, if you're paralyzed, a burn, poison, and I don't know if a freeze counts. Maybe I guess it works. I don't know, but they will double double the base power of this move, which is turns from 60 base power and double it. So it basically gets from 60 to 120 base power, which is absolutely great. As well with those bulk ups, that'll even be better as well. So essentially, this is by far the strongest moves it gets. Now, I actually also run Slapdown in case, like, for example, in case there are Lumians that are, like, for example, 4 times resist the typeless or something that is too tanky to withstand an I Will. So that's why I run only Slapdown in case of it. Now, the problem about this sweep is that not the fact that it gets, obviously has some okay attack with those bulk up, but then like you're thinking, well, that's not a problem. I mean, you could just like what? You could just run max speed and max attack and stuff. Why didn't you just run that? Which is actually a problem, which you're probably gonna explain from this point, because I'm actually gonna explain it myself, which is why this this complicated one. So, first of all, Weaselin is already cool fast. I mean, it has 90 base power or 90 base speed, which is okay fast for a Weaselin. But the problem is that even with those speed, you still realizing you can't outspeed anything. Like, honestly, I was even gonna run max speed with like nimble and stuff, but there is an issue with this. Even if you run max speed and all, that still concern you to withstanding an hit. So I had to worry because obviously since Weaselin has some fretting speedy ones like Zulion, Gabademic, and some of the other overpowered speedy ones, like you already know which one, like that Tatab you saw in the battle, that thing definitely outsped me, so I couldn't really figure out a way to outspeed it, and every Illumian, there's like almost every fully evolved Illumian, like just has amazing speed, like that Strachisaurus, Soulburst Strachisaurus, which by the way, people, I am actually had done a Soulburst Strachisaurus sweep, which I'm probably gonna upload soon enough afterwards, or some point in the next few weeks. Maybe I have enough time to do that, but that's what I was running. Anyways, I'm not running, but just explaining. This one had to run a max attack, obviously. We had to run something more unique to have its bulk as well. So I run this one with 44 on the health, 144 on the defense, and 112 for speed, which make this at least solid enough to outspeed more average Lumians. Now, I'm not saying this thing can outspeed everything because of it. No, that is physically impossible. So I had to run something like between it, since I can't just like run max speed and all, because even if I run max speed and all, there's still chance Lumians can still withstand the attack and it would just ruin the sweep, since I was running obviously melee defense on this one because I had those bulk ups, and even with those bulk ups, still this Lumian is not tanky, so I had to figure out a way to at least have some stats that can outspeed Lumians and as well withstand one physical attack, because there is no way I would obviously outspeed and just like one-shot everything anyway, so I had to just rely on of chances. So I had tried a bunch of battles in this one, and turns out Weaselin, even with those stats, it's still not that good. So honestly, people, in the future, once the Weaselin gets some buffs, like getting like a couple attack buffs and maybe a couple health buff, definitely use this one better in Lumia Legacy. But for now, I'm just gonna say this one. This is by far really a letdown what they'd be using. So hopefully they change this one, because this thing is terrible. Like, honestly, best way you can do it with this one is just run supporters. Anything else, definitely not using as a sweeper. But that is by far the best sweep I've done so far, and I'm pretty sure nobody else in the world has done a Weaselin sweep, so I hope you at least enjoy this one. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Weaseling strategy. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you guys for watching today's sweep. Obviously, like Luke, and check out the Terra Scent sweep if you haven't seen that one. And boy, I'm definitely gonna have to make that another one of these sweeps soon enough, because I'm definitely hoping this one's gonna blow as well. I mean, if we, like, here's the thing: if we get enough views and likes, I might upload a Soulburst Stratosaurus sweep, which actually I've done that one, but I'm probably gonna do the one in another few weeks or so. I don't know, because I'm still I'm still currently doing something right now at the back. I've actually been busy doing something important, but other than that, that's not your concern. Alright, see you guys and girls the next time. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and stay lucky out there. Oh yeah, by the way, this one actually did learn a few abilities I was going to try use for this one, but they weren't really that creative, so just run anything. Sugar Rush, better off, maybe. But other than that, nothing else. Alright, take care.